Good evening, everyone. Welcome to A Beautiful State of Mind, a concert from MTC alumni to raise money for our beloved Maine Teen Camp. My name is Jesse Ruben, and my co-host tonight is an MTC legend. Camper, counselor, don't shake your head, travel coordinator, program director.
It's true.
Basically ran the place for like a decade. Lyndsey Fox, who I met at Maine Teen Camp 20 years ago, which is crazy, and we're still friends.
Crazy. 20 years ago. We have photo.
Oh my God.
Jesse, thank you so much for that introduction. That's amazing. Yes, I spent all of the years that I should have been taking important internships at Maine Teen Camp, making out with men from different countries, right? It was perfect. It really did set me up well for my life as an adult. However, I would say that, maybe you're the more successful of the two of us because I've actually never had a woman throw their panties at me on stage. So mazel? Yeah. So mazel on that. And yeah, 20 years.
It was one time.
We haven't aged a bit. Well, I don't think anybody who's watching this has aged at all since they were at me. That's another really amazing thing about camp. It's just ageless, right?
So we have an amazing evening for you. We have basically the ultimate evening program. We've got performances by recent alumni, people going back 20, 30 years. We're super excited, and we're really glad you're here to join us.
Just a few rules, right? Because it wouldn't be camp without a few rules. Number one, not a rule, but a suggestion. There is a GoFundMe link at the bottom of this page right here. We're asking for donations if you can, just to ensure that the magic of MTC sticks around for generations to come. We all know how important it is to us. We all know how formative it was for us. And I'm not just talking about learning how to make out. And we just ask that if you can, a small donation goes a long way.
Please. Or a big donation.
Oh, absolutely a big donation. Yeah. The other thing is we just want to make sure that you're staying hydrated, peeing when you need to, maybe having a snack. We don't want anyone to go hungry. So we're going to check in with you a few times over the course of the evening. But don't worry, we're not going to take up too much of your time because we are the least exciting part of this night. So without further ado, we are so excited to hand over the floor to our beloved Matt and Mo so they can welcome you to this amazing alumni fundraising concert. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Chris Camus. I founded this camp in 1984, and I'd like to start by saying something that I said for many years. It's another beautiful day in the state of Maine. And it is indeed another beautiful day. We wanted to have a camp for teenagers, a camp that would be international and would give kids who had not been to camp before a chance to have that experience at the age of 13 and not have to fit in with a pre-existing clique or a social group. And we succeeded beyond our wildest dreams. And the camp has been here now for 35 years. And if I do say so myself, I'm very proud of it. And we've had 35 years of beautiful days in the state of Maine.
Hi, I'm Mark Bolton. I'm the facilities manager here at Maine Teen Camp. I was actually hired by Chris Camus back in 1991. And I've had 20-something years here, and it's been great, every one of them. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nikki from South Africa, and I've been at camp since 2002, currently assistant director, and yeah, it's been my home for the last 18 years.
Hi, I'm Matt Pines, or Pinesy, here at camp, and I've been here since '97 when Bob hired me on the recommendation of one Mark Bolton. So yeah, one summer has now turned into 24 odd something summers.
And I'm Monique Rayfuse, co-director, and I was hired in '96 by Rich and Bob.
Monique and I are, as she mentioned, co-directors. We were both hired by Bob. We were working for Bob when he passed away in 2003, and with help of a lot of great people, we've been steering the ship ever since. And that's how we find ourselves running MTC during the most challenging summer of its history, the summer of COVID. and it is our job to help ensure that camp is here for another 35 years, and so that's where we're going to ask for your help.
And here's how you can help. Connecting with each other, connecting with the other alumni, spreading the good word to teenagers that you know. A lot of people have put their hand up and said, "How can we help?" That's how you can help.
Fill every bed.
Fill every bed. Look for opportunities to connect and take advantage of that. I want to thank, before we go, I want to thank Bruce, our alumni coordinator, and our media guy who's put all this concert together. Lyndsey and Jesse for their MC job, Paul Young, who's been instrumental in this whole process, and a huge thank you to all the performers. I hope you enjoy the concert. It's going to be amazing. It is amazing, so please enjoy it.
Spread the word about MTC. Every teenager you know. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Bruce Van der Riet. I've been at Main Teen Camp since 1999. At present, I'm the alumni coordinator, and we look forward to meeting up and seeing you all again on the Facebook page. We really hope that we can have you reach out to your friends that have joined you at camp at some time. We've all made special connections here, and we'd really like to see as many of you enjoying this video today, commenting and inviting as many friends as you can. We look forward to hearing from all of you soon, and we hope to see you here in Maine soon as well. Thanks.
One, two, three. Well, I just heard the worst news that you'd ever wanna hear. Ain't gonna be no summer camp in Keyser Falls this year. How can there be no play all day, no activities at night? Nigel always said he wasn't coming back next year, but who knew this time he'd be right? So listen here, and please let me explain. Looks like every day this summer's gonna be another bluesy day in the state of Maine. Next year at Stanley Pond, they'll be diving off the docks. The music shed won't seem so dead when the campers start to rock. There'll be tennis courts to be swinging, there'll be zip lines up above. But right now just doesn't seem like summer without the activities we love. MTC's so quiet, and we can't blame it on the rain. Looks like every day this summer's gonna be another bluesy day in the state of Maine. Right now the traffic circle's quiet, and that just ain't no good. And the walking the line is boring without campers sneaking around in the woods. But the day's coming soon, and when I say it, I ain't lying. We'll all head down to the staff cabin for a little party time, but until then it's boring. And it's such a bloody shame. Bloody shame. Looks like every day this summer's gonna be another bluesy day in this state of Maine. Since you got nowhere to go and you're just stuck there on the couch, let's tell you a little about MTC's glory days and what it was all about. Rennie and Nigel were manning the courts. Vincent took some shots. Leslie's mohawk inspired great jewelry, and ropes course Don tied really cool knots. And Omar did what Omar does. And Colby's jokes were never lame. Never lame. Looks like every day this summer's gonna be another bluesy day in the state of Maine. But let me tell you, next summer, everything's gonna be just fine. Thanks to MTC counselors and to Matt and Monique Pine. There'll be campers from New York, France, China, Italy, and Spain. Everybody start packing your bags for summer 2021 in Maine. Let me hear your voices. And everyone sing this refrain. 'Cause every day next summer's gonna be another beautiful day in the state of Maine. 'Cause every day next summer's gonna be another beautiful day in the state of Maine. 'Cause every day next summer's gonna be another beautiful day in the state of Maine. Come on, let me hear it loud enough so they can hear you in Keezer Falls. Every day next summer's gonna be another beautiful day in the state of Maine.
Hello, Maine Teen Camp. This is Marilynn. For 30 joyous summers, I worked in the office at the Maine Teen Camp, and I answered lots of phone calls. But what I'd like to do now is just give you Marilynn's historic perspective of my years at Maine Teen Camp. And I'd also just like to add at this point that I am so proud of the integrity of Maine Teen Camp. My first start at Maine Teen Camp was in 1988. That was my first time at Maine Teen Camp. But 1988 was Maine Teen Camp's 4th summer of this non-traditional camp. Who ever heard of a camp just for teenagers? Well, there were a group of experienced camp people who thought it was time to have something just for teenagers. What a novel idea. An international co-ed camp for teenagers. The camp director was Chris Camus. He also was very instrumental in obtaining this long-standing campsite for Maine Teen Camp. When Chris went on to other endeavors in his life, the next camp director, owner, was Bob Briskin. The camp flourished. New activities were added, a few new structures were added to the campsite, and everything was going smoothly until Bob unfortunately left us. In his place, the baton of camp directorship was passed on to a married couple, Matt Pines and Monique Rafuse, who had been long parts of Maine Teen Camp and in very instrumental positions also. So it was a natural segue for them. When Matt and Monique were at Maine Teen Camp, again, new activities were introduced, some very novel ones, and new structures were built, and the campsite never looked more lovely, just beautiful. It was such a great place to be and such a wonderful place to see. And then COVID-19 hit us all drastically. It hit all the camps. And the people who were looking forward to going to camp again, returning, or maybe for the first time, were so disappointed, as were we all. And even though I wasn't part of camp physically, I certainly was emotionally, and I was so sad to hear it. However, Maine Teen Camp is now with us. There's a lot to be said for virtual reality. As many of you know, YouTube and other places have lots of things about Maine Teen Camp. You Facebook people, stay in touch, and that's wonderful. And another really neat thing that's happening is right now, and I'm part of it, and I'm happy to be part of it. So keep in mind, Maine Teen Camp is not going anywhere. It's going to be here virtually until the actuality of another summer camp happens, and I know it will. Meanwhile, stay well, stay happy, and be kind to each other. Bye-bye.
Love is real, it's all love, even when we've crossed ourselves in pain. Love is real, it's all love, no matter what we doubt or what we blame. And I don't want to hide, said I don't want to hide. No, I don't want to hide. We search for words, we search for signs to show us there's still a way back home. But nothing stands on moving ground, so we all must choose to trust love on our own. I stand beside you, sometimes a ghost, sometimes moving deep within my skin. You ask for love, that's all we've got. But tonight it feels like shadows moving in. And I don't want to hide, said I don't want to hide. No, I don't want to hide. Oh, I don't want to fight when it's good, cover up when we could, falter when your heart is in doubt, or your mind holding out for something unreal, somewhere to stand, afraid to touch down when there's nowhere to land. I don't want to fight when it's good, cover up when we could, falter when your heart is in doubt, or your mind holding out. I don't want to fight for something unreal. It's love that lets go, so love can reveal. No, I don't want to hide. Love is real, it's all love.
How can you cure my loneliness by giving me one more thing to miss? But if you would like to try, come in and live a while. And I have never seen water so dark as when it splits lovers apart. And I will train myself to breathe underwater for you. How can you say it won't be hard? A couple thousand miles is far, but if you'd like to prove me wrong, come in and try the song. And are so far, you can't see my eyes and what they'd say to you. And every word is true. And I never held hands so tight. It's a lover's late night, and I will drain myself to leave you and you and me. And we will not be, we will not be, and we will not be slaves to geography, slaves to geography, slaves to geography.
Hey guys, it's Shaun and Carmel from Australia, now living in Geelong. We were in camp together in 94, but Carmel, you were in camp in 91?
So 91 and 92, had a year off in 93 and came back with Shaun in 94.
And you were in the office in 92?
Yeah, so I was camp counsellor 91 in Penthouse, and then in the office for half a year in half a season in 92, and then back in 94 in the office with Bob and Leanna and Colby and
Marilynn?
Marilynn. Yep, so lots of fun.
Carmel introduced me to the concept of camp. I'd never thought about going to camp, and I had no idea of what I was coming to. But apart from the natural beauty of the place, which is just extraordinary with the lakes and the hills and a mountain biker's dream, I was very fortunate to meet up early on with Michael Gumbinder and his beautiful wife, Christina, who really took me under their wing and showed me what mountain biking could be. And Michael showed me a different world out there in the back blocks of Maine. And I think my experience was really highlighted by the community that came together from all over America and all over the world in regards to the counsellors. And there was such a potential for mayhem and lunacy, but in fact...
there was plenty of that.
Yeah, there was a bit of that. But it was just that everyone seemed to... everyone's energy and everyone's enthusiasm seemed to lift into this incredible opportunity for not only the kids to do more, but for us to do more. Extraordinary stuff going on musically, physically, intellectually. It was just a great place. You had the Mad Dutchies taking over the kitchen, and then you had, crazy Australians just with their mad enthusiasm for the outdoors. You had incredible talents of people doing stained glass. I mean, how's the stained glass?
Yeah, Sarah, all our love, darling girl.
Yeah, best wishes, Sarah. And just wonderful stuff.
Yeah, camp was a special place, and we're sad you guys aren't there this year, but it's always going to be there. There will be another beautiful day in the state of Maine. Love to all.
What's up, MTC family? It's Drew Birden from the class of 95. I just wanted to say a quick hello. I hope you're all doing well, staying home, and staying safe. Special shout out goes to Stacy Hall, and a big thank you goes to Dan Foreman. Thank you for changing my life. Thank you for giving me the gift of hiking, and thank you for showing me where to find the best blueberries in the state of Maine. From the bottom of my heart to all of you, much love from Philly. Bye-bye.
Hello from Antigua. Thinking of you, main team camp.
Dilo, 20 years. Hi everyone, Gloucester. This would have been my 15th summer.
Nigel, 30 summers. Spaceman, 16 years.
Randy, 26 years.
Shea Butter, 7 years.
I mean, can we talk about the amount of talent and also like the memories? Like,
So many.
don't you remember seeing half of those people? I mean, for us, half of those people, we saw those performances like in the theater and around the campfire. And I'm feeling like all the feels like we're just
so much.
back in camp.
I miss it so much.
Ugh.
Guys, have you donated yet? Have you hit the button? I don't know if it's down there, over there, up there. Maybe it's over there. We really need you to do that. That's why we're here. We're trying to be nice about it, but come on. You know the drill.
You know the drill. Think about how much money you give your alma mater. What good did that do for you, really? Anyway, without further ado, camp absolute legend, Flip Flop, is going to take us into the last century or the next century. I'm not sure where we're going, but I know we're starting in his basement. So enjoy.
What's your place for school when you don't wanna go? Ask your mama please, but you still said no. You missed 2 classes and no homework. And beat your teacher's class like you're some kind of jerk. You gotta fight for your right.
So have a good time, look after yourselves, stay safe, and yeah, ka kite.
Hi there, my name is Wendy Urquhart. I'm the office manager at Maine Teen Camp. This would have been my 9th summer at camp. Unfortunately, not happening this year. One of the most amazing things I love about camp is that everyone gets a chance to be exactly who they are or who they want to be, and discover more about themselves and continue to grow no matter what your age. I started my journey with Maine Teen Camp in the summer of 2000, and it's the summer of 2020 now, and I couldn't imagine spending my summers anywhere else.
could say, but would it make you stay? Drop your bags and turn the other way. Run back to my arms, where you'll be safe and warm, where you're found. Please stick around. We let our moments slip away, now counting down the minutes every single day. Now the time has come to pack it all up and count down to where, back to the start. Who knew a short amount of time would mean so much? Where days turn to weeks, turn to months, it goes on and on. I'll never forget seeing stars as they part and make way to the great morning sun. There's three words I could say, but would they make you stay? Drop your bags and turn the other way. Run back to my arms, where you'll be safe you a spot where we meet by that old pine tree. Be with me, even if you're not next to me, Cause in my heart's where you'll be, I'll save you a spot where we meet by that old pine tree. Cause there's 3 words that I could say, but would it make you stay? Drop your bags and turn the other way. Run back to my arms where you'll be safe and warm, where you're found. Oh, I need you to stick around. 3 words that I could say, but would it make you stay? Drop your bags and turn the other way. Run back to my arms where you'll be safe and warm, where you're found. Please stick around. Oh, please stick around.
Hey everybody, I'm Grant Wilson.
Hey, I'm Megan Carter.
We're known as Megs and Grant from many years ago. I guess just starting off, years that I was at camp, so I was there 1997, 98, 2000, and then 2001.
I was there 97, 98 and 2000.
So my time at camp, so when I first started in 97, I was just a normal run-of-the-mill ropes course instructor. The second year back in 98, I was the high ropes, head of the high ropes. Also did volleyball, and also did froth. That's probably my legacy of Maintain Camp. The green jacket also was shared amongst many campers. I also was a group leader in 2000, and then I had a change in career path, and then in 2001 became the food service director.
I worked on ropes course, I did aerobics, I was a group leader, and 1 year I also ran the LT program. And a funny story about aerobics, Lynell and I had to go into Keyser Falls to hire a DVD from the local store to watch aerobics instructors so we could actually instruct the class, and they were Reggie Didge, Jane Fonda videos that we watched, so we were able to actually instruct that summer. The next summer they actually had a professional aerobics instructor.
But look, we're certainly not musical. We don't have any musical bones in our bodies.
That's why we're talking.
So we're going to take a little bit longer because we're going to utilise this time to talk about our favourite memories. We certainly don't have just one favourite memory. I've certainly got so many memories, but the ones that have come to mind that certainly ring off the top of my head were certainly as one of the group leaders. Walking the line was certainly one of my favourite memories, and making sure that the boys in cottage all stayed in their cabins. The girls from penthouse, making sure that they were staying, in their cabins as well. So we used to dress up in camo gear and hide in the bushes, and man, we had some fun there. Also playing volleyball with Monique by my side during lunch times. I think it was Ryan and Mike Sperling. That was the other player that we used to have many a battle against. They never won. Monique and I used to always win, so just setting the record straight there. Talking Australian, so Paisely and I used to we had all the campers from around the world convinced that in Australia we spoke Australian. And so just to set the record straight, there is no Australian language officially. And Wagga Wagga doesn't mean 2 beers, guys. So just to set the record straight there. And probably one of my fondest memories, and so much so that the closing campfire, one particular year, there was an acoustic version of our wedding song, which turned into be our wedding song. It was Time of Our Life by Green Day. So, so many memories, so many fond memories that hopefully, I'm sure you guys have all got. Megs, what's your...
Right, well, we don't have much time, so I'll have to be super quick. So I used to love traffic circle duty, walking the line as well, and some of the fun we'd have on that last night of camp. I loved evening programs, and I think it was great because coming from a very steep sporting background in Australia, it was great to go over there and be able to dabble in a creative side and not just be pigeonholed as the sporty one. So they were a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed evening programs and being able to get dressed up and just doing some weird and wonderful things. I love
dress up. This was one of the dress ups that we did. Man, we were
as a young version of ourselves.
Yeah.
We were
Rhett
and Scarlett. Yeah. I loved the ability to be creative because I'd never really done that in Australia. It was just coffee houses and the time when we went on a trek and we saw a marshmallow tree. And that type of thing. I loved lake swims. I loved running the LT program and the youth that were in that, whom I'm in contact with, many of them still on Facebook to this day. I used to love obscure conversations with Bob. I loved Dan mentoring us on the ropes course, and that was a wonderful experience our first year at camp. And probably just, the friendships. Too many people to call out, but my sisters from another misters, Monique, Linnell and Emily, and people we wished we'd kept in touch with, like Christy Dick and Richard Lee and Paul Mansing, who we're not sure what they're doing. We just hope that they're well and they're safe. And it's fabulous to be able to watch the community of alumni through Facebook. I know, so much time spent on it, but it's great watching you all. And there was a closing message? Yeah. So thank you so much for giving us a chance to talk about camp. It's always lovely to sit back and think and reflect. It's coming up 25 years since we first been there. So for many years when we first got back to Australia, every year we yearned to go back, and it took some time to get out of that habit. But camp is a wonderful, memorable place, and it's a part of our DNA, and it's something that we know needs to be around. We would love to send our 3 boys there one day so they can get the same experiences. It's really important. We're incredibly proud of Monique and Paisely that they're continuing to carry this important activity forward. Monique, who's continued to educate herself and is, really well regarded in the industry that she's in, and Paisely, forever proud to be an Australian when he gets up and he's just so articulate and with what he says and how he presents himself. And quite simply, we need something like MTC. The community needs it, and as we see our kids, we have a teenager now, that they need that place, and we're so supportive of that continuing into the future, and we hope everyone can support that. So thank you. We really think that MTC is a part of us.
Part of our DNA. All right, see you guys.
Oh,
I'm going to show this off. That's not that we're there in 2015. And we've also got a little memory at the top here, guys. This is always part of our lives, and we're hoping very much that we can send our boys in the next year to experience what we experienced, but as campers that we never got to experience. So all the best of luck, guys. We so hope it continues on.
Ciao.
See ya.
June's here to kickstart the summertime, it's begun. Gonna free up our minds, no worries, stress, just fun. I got a feeling that it's gonna be a special time. So if you feel this, hands up for the summertime. Sweat drips on my head, I am feeling this beat. Sunglasses on my face, I'm loving this heat. There ain't a place on earth more beautiful on a day like this. So treasure every single second. Sun is blazing, lake is shining, people laughing, people smiling, music blasting, high-fiving, people dancing, freestyling, 'cause we all love the summer, summer, summertime. Let's hear it for the summer, summer, summertime. 'Cause we all love the summer, summer, summertime. Let's hear it for the summer, summer, summertime. June through to July, let's hear it for the summertime. Hands up in the air, let's hear it for the summertime. Capture every single second, gotta love your life. Good times keep rolling, the energy, it never dies. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here, right now. I'm celebrating the summer. Every day's a different story, it's a party non-stop. From every corner of the world we unite and we rock. Having a bad day is impossible when you're right here. So turn this track and be happy. The sun is blazing, lake is shining, people laughing, people smiling, music blasting, high-fiving, people dancing, freestyling, 'cause we all love the summer, summer, summertime. Let's hear it for the summer, summer, summertime. 'Cause we all love the summer, summer, summertime. Let's hear it for the summer, summer, summertime. June through to July, let's hear it for the summertime. Hands up in the air, let's hear it for the summertime.
Hi, I'm Zach Weinstein.
And I'm Anna-Maija.
And I was a camper at MTC from 2000 to 2003, and then a counselor in 2005.
I was a counselor in 2005.
And we met when we were counselors in 2005 and fell in love and got married. And we have Theo, who's there. Hi, big boy. And camp is obviously incredibly important to the two of us because we met here, we fell in love here, and we've built a life together. And for me as a camper, when I was here, this was my happy place, it was my safest place, and it's where I met my best friends in the world, and it's where I did all of my growing up as a teenager. So I guess that's all I have to say there.
Staring at pictures on the walls, they tell stories of open fields and waterfalls. I take you to see them, but you've seen them all. So I stay inside and watch the sunrise start to fall. And this summer beach is just so hard to reach, 'cause I'm still waking to the sound of bells. In between the time the skyline shines and darkness dwells, and you look lost. As far as I can tell, you might as well. Watching the telephone stare, its silence reminds us of a time when we didn't care. I tell you about it, but you were there. And if memories were money, we'd be millionaires. 'Cause I'm still waking to the sound of bells. In between the time the skyline shines and darkness dwells, and you look lost. As far as I can tell, you might as well. And I'm dying to remember August air. But if memories were money, we'd be millionaires.
Farewell, farewell to you who would hear, you lonely travelers all. The cold north wind will blow again. The winding road does call. May you ever return to see this green and beautiful land. You will, and welcome you'll be, for they love you, everyone. And can you always follow the path and find the light to hear? And can you never swear a year to anyone but we? Farewell, farewell. Lots of love. See you again someday.
Hello, Main Teen Camp. This is Max Jahn, camper 96, 97, leadership trainee 1998, and ultimately counselor of 2002. I'm from Vienna, Austria, in the old world, and I'm now calling you from New York and sending you greetings from New York, where I found a quiet spot on a sunny day. I came to Main Teen Camp first in 1996, and it was my first time to the United States. I had notions of Nike and the land of Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Levi's, jeans, and many other good things, and land where movies, where the latest Hollywood blockbusters would for some reason always come out a couple of weeks before they arrived in Austria. So I was very excited to come to the United States. But I had no idea that coming to camp would really define what my love for America would be, and would kind of supersede all those prior notions, and would and so I had really no clue what awaited me. I always stayed for the full summer, and I'm so happy I did that. In total, I got to spend roughly 8 months of my life in Maine. And what camp means to me is it was in the moment, it was paradise on earth. From morning till evening, the day was filled with adventure, but it was also filled with friendship. And I'm very fortunate that I went to camp, as mentioned, the first time in 1996, but even today, 24 years later, many of those friendships are still very much alive, and I'm in regular contact with some of my counselors, with some of my camping friends, and so those experiences and those interactions have really impacted my life very profoundly, and they have also given me incredible confidence, if you think about it. When I was 14 years old and came to the States and came to Maine camp for the first time, my English wasn't all that good. I didn't know anyone at camp. And then 2 months later, when my parents picked me up at the airport, I was in tears, and they said, "Oh, thank God, our son is so happy to see us." I mean, I didn't mind my parents; they were nice people, and they still are, and I love them very much. But in reality, I was very sad to have left camp because of all those incredible memories there, and the friendships there, and that experience going somewhere where you don't know anyone and leaving with many friends. That gives you confidence, and that allows you to enter new situations, unfamiliar situations, with a feeling of calmness and with a sense that you will be all right, and allows you hopefully to make friends and to bring off all the things you learned. Camp was also a place where you have as a teenager, you have your first little crushes, and somebody writes you a kissogram, calling you, in a foreign language for me, calling you, "Max, you're cute." That was amazing, and that also probably had something to do with my confidence. The setting was so special. I remember waking up my first morning in the States and being full of anticipation, and before the bell rang, I saw the lake out of a Bates cabin window. And it sparkled, and it filled me with hope, and I had no idea that everything that followed would really far exceed my greatest hopes, dreams, and expectations. Thank you, Maine Camp. I'm feeling in your pain to not have a camp this summer, but I'm also so happy and so excited for everything that will come, for all the incredible love and experiences that you have provided thousands of campers and counselors and the Maine Camp family over the years, and I know that many incredible chapters will follow. Thank you for all of that. Kisses to my friends, and have a wonderful summer, and before long we shall be back at the Maine Camp.
Never meant to cause you any pain. never wanted to be your weekend lover.
G'day, it's Dave Mudge, counsellor in 93, 95 and 96. Hi to everyone at MTC, Matt and Monique especially. Shame that you're not doing camp this year. Just wanted to say hi from South Australia. Some of my best camp memories, hard to choose. Was it the time I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning with an egg cracked on my head? Was it the time I went to breakfast to find my underwear strung across the lodge? So many memories, hard to really pick one. But the thing I like about camp is everyone got a chance to be themselves, find what they loved and express themselves, and differences were always appreciated and celebrated at camp, which is not always the case. So I wish you all well and wish you especially a good 2021 camp. See you later.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Sokolowski, drummer Dave to many of you, and I'm one of the old crew from a camp counselor at Main Teen Camp from the early 90s, or as we say around these parts, the late 1900s. Anyway, Main Teen Camp is very, very important to me as a person. Everyone I've met there is very special to me. I think about Main Teen Camp every day. It's a really one-of-a-kind place. So I have been asked to play a song here today to talk about how much I love it. So here I go. Wait! Dude, are you about to play a solo on the snare drum for 3 minutes? Don't. No one wants to hear that. Sure they do. I mean, Mark Bolton's been waiting to hear this drum solo for 30 years. I'm getting into it. 1, 2, 3, stop! Look, I know you're a good drummer, but no one wants to hear this. It's not the road for you, okay? Or me. Well, then what am I supposed to do? Play guitar? I mean, I only know one song, and it's from 2002. It's not very late 1900s. True, but it's a song about love and loss and holding on to the moment and making sure that the people who are important to you know it and that you're reaching out to them and telling them how important they are to you. So if that's not main teen camp, I don't know what is. I mean, if you've got an acoustic guitar that you've only been playing for a year and a half and you just gotta like figure out way out through it, I don't know what's more MTC than that. You have a point. Very true. See, so put down the drumsticks, pick up the guitar, and I mean, you don't have very much time anyway. You've just got a few minutes to get this whole thing going. 3, 4. Do you that you have the most beautiful thing? Do you realize we're floating in space? It's hard to make the good things last. You realize the sun doesn't go down. It's just an illusion caused by the world spinning round. Do you that you have the most beautiful face? Do you realize? Love you, MTC.
All right, we are back. It is Jesse and Lyndsey. We hope you are having a wonderful experience watching all of this amazing talent, but we have a special treat for you.
Jesse, do you remember when we were kids, when we were campers, and there was like this very handsome, much older counselor? We're gonna go say hi to him at his residence in Dublin. Over to you, elder, but even handsomer, Paul Young.
So handsome.
So handsome.
Hello, MTC alumni. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you, Jesse, for that lovely intro. I wish I could argue, but sadly, I am old. I'm old school alumni. My first summer was summer of '94. Whew. And I think from what everyone has told me it was one of the best summers MTC has ever had. It's true. Look it up. And I missed 2 summers after that, but then came back for 97, 98, 99. It's without doubt one of the best times I've ever had, working in one of the most amazing places and also with amazing people. So I have many, many fond memories. I think I'm also lucky that I get to go back at least once a year as a tourist, sadly not this year, to visit Maine and to visit MTC. And I can go back and hear that unmistakable sound of the lodge doors opening and closing. And of course, that iconic bell sound. That we all woke up to. I think it's an amazing thing that we're all getting together to support MTC, especially as it was home for so many of us for so many years, for those few months every year. I'm very happy that Matt and Monique are at the helm, and hopefully we can all support it and get MTC back up on its feet so more people can create great memories. Sending all wishes and positive vibes to the MTC community. And now, back to the show.
Hello from Colorado. This is the Gumbiners. We're missing all of you folks. I want to introduce Christina.
Oh, hi, everybody. I'm Christina Gumbiner. We were at Maine Teen Camp from 1992 to 2002. So for about 10 years. I taught stained glass my first year, and then our transition happened the very next year when Bob Briskin bought the camp from Chris Camus. And we helped him with the office and running the camp. So I then was a trips and travel girl. Really, my fondest memories are with you, my friends, the staff. We used to swim the lake every single day, and I think I probably swam the lake with almost every single one of you, at least those of you that know me. But I think that's it for me because we only have so much time, but just know we think about you all the time, even if we don't write. We love you and you're a part of us. So, mwah, big kiss from me. And now to Michael.
My fondest memory is playing volleyball, beach volleyball. I grew up in Laguna Beach, California. Beach volleyball was part of the culture, and it was very rare to find that kind of level of game back east. But we found that in Monique. Monique definitely will remember Grant and Monique versus Sam, Paige, and myself. You guys always had the height. We always had to work a lot harder, and we consistently lost, but we had a good time doing it.
And do you remember we brought our babies? So Silas, I think, was 2 3/4, and Lucas was 2 months. You know, you guys helped us raise our kids. Silas was there until he was 5, and Lucas at 2 months old, and we just sort of passed him around and exposed him to the world and our friends and all different sorts of people. So you're very much a part of our lives and our children's lives, and we're going to give you a little picture of them shortly because they grew up and they look like men now. So we love you guys. Take care. Hope everybody's safe. Be safe.
Bye-bye.
Love the Gumbiners. Hi guys, it's Christina again. So I just wanted to show you a shot of the Gumbiner boys. So I got it wrong in my previous video. Silas actually had his first birthday, and I'm pretty sure he was on the back of Matt Pines being paraded around year 1 birthday party at Maine Teen Camp during an evening program. And then, of course, there's Lucas Gumbiner, and he came when he was 2 months old. So Lucas is now 21, and Silas is now going to be 24 in a month. So look at them. Aren't they handsome? Say hello, children.
No. Bye.
Bye.
Would you buy me Mercedes Benz?
and stay safe.
Hello, my name is Emma, and my friend that you'll see in just a moment is Seamus. We met back in 2001 at MTC, many moons ago. Anyway, here's our little ditty. So we've got Seamus, we've got Emma together.
We are Shama. We are Shama. We do not comply with societal norms.
We do not comply with societal norms.
We are Shama. Resistance is futile. We are Shama.
Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love,
It is a flower, and it's only seed.
Love you, MTC. Stay safe and have a wonderful summer. Mwah.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily and I worked at MTC for 5 summers and my first summer was in 1995. I think we can all agree that it's a really important and special place for us all. And it gave us amazing memories, experiences, it's given us friends for life, and it's definitely got an important place in my heart and it always will. I was lucky enough to stay with Monique and Matt a few years back and go out and visit camp again, which was amazing and emotional, because like I said, it is such a special place and we are one big MTC family. So let's all come together and do what we can to get through this difficult year and support Matt and Monique the best we can, and just celebrate everything that's great about camp. And I hope you're all well and safe. I wish you all the very best and I send you lots of love and hugs. Bye for now.
It's easy to forget the lies. It's easy to forget that smile, but it's not easy to forget you so frightened. Black scars and fruit flies fly around the heart you left behind. There goes my train again, and I feel there's no hope, but I'll dance with you one more time. Sunlight goes down and all I hear is the sound of my thoughts telling me to let you go. All I can say was, how was your day? 'Cause there just seems to be no word for goodbye.
boy, we're back again. Jesse and Lyndsey.
I mean,
yeah.
When I was growing up and Emma Salt was my cabin counselor, I wanted to be Emma Salt when I grew up, and I still want to be Emma Salt when I grow up.
I love that her and Seamus are still besties like us.
Like us.
Amazing.
Jesse, you know what I found today? Another photo of us. Look at those dimples.
You look adorable.
You look adorable.
Infant.
You haven't aged a bit.
That's a lie, but I appreciate it.
Guys, are you keeping well fed? Have you had a s'more yet? Are you drinking enough water? Do you need to pee? These are all questions you should be asking yourself throughout. You can pause.
You're such a natural camp counselor, Lyndsey.
Oh, thank you. You don't want to hear me try to get anybody out of bed anymore because it's a loud, unfortunate occurrence.
You ruled with an iron fist.
That's true. Anyway, we have so many more wonderful acts for you. Have you donated yet? I hope the answer is yes.
Click
if it's
that
not,
button.
Change it. Okay.
See you later.
I'm wearing a pajamas. I ride a hot potato. It's tickling my fancy. Speak up, I can't hear you. Here on this mountain top, I got some wild life. I got some news to tell you about some wild life. Here comes the doctor in charge, she's got some wild life. And that's the way I like it, living wild. I wrestle with your conscience. You wrestle with your partner, sitting on a windowsill, but he spends his time behind closed doors. Check out Mr. Businessman, he bought some wild life on the way to the stock exchange. He got some wild life, waking up when he opens the door. He's doing wild life. I know that's the way I like it. Living wild. Peace of mind, it's a piece of cake. For control, you get on board anytime you like. Like sitting on pins and needles, things fall apart. It's scientific, sleeping on the interstate. Getting wild.
Hi, most of you know I'm Aurel, and I do art, pottery and painting at Maintain Camp. I wish I had a different shirt than says staff 2018. I wish it said 2020, but I'm in the South swinging on this nice swing, thinking about camp. I came 22 years ago. Somebody asked me, the old assistant director, to be the art director and try to get all the art programs running together. Somebody had to know something. So anyway, I thought, well, I'll do that for 5 years. It sounds fun. Well, it was really fun. And so I kept doing it year after year after year. I signed my contract and ended up back in Border, Maine at Maine Teen Camp. The amazing campers I've seen over the years has just brightened my life. If you look at me, you know I'm not young like the counselors. I'm way older than anybody who works there, but it keeps me young. I feel like I'm doing something important by teaching you how to wheel throw. It fulfills me, and I'm really disappointed not to be there this summer, which would have been my 23rd. And the counselors that I've met from around the world, it's just an exciting place to be. It's always different, year after year after year. It's never boring. It's always beautiful. Pottery and the art studio are the best place to be, overlooking the lake. You can take a swim. There's so much to do at Maine Teen Camp, and if I can be there for 22 years, I want you to take that opportunity and come right along. It's a great place to be.
Before me now, I'm waiting on the line. I'd rather be with you, but being alone is something I learned not to mind. I go north, you head south. Should you miss that smile in your pretty little mouth? Well, the winds are pushing me further along. I might find you round that corner. I might see you round that bend. You might turn out to be she ain't patient, but baby, who knows? Baby, love is waiting for me down that road. I'll follow you till you're way out of sight. My heart's a missing those cold winter nights. Maybe I'll feel that fire burn just one more time. If not, I'll keep searching till I find. Who knows what I'll find? I go north, you head south. Should you miss that smile on your pretty little mouth? Well, the winds are pushing me further along. And I might find you round that corner. I might see you round that bend. You might turn out to she ain't patient, but baby, who knows? Baby, love is waiting for me down that road. I might find you round that corner, I might see you round that bend. You might turn out to be my very best friend. My heart, she ain't patient, but baby, who knows? Maybe love is waiting for me down that road.
So, hello everyone at Main Teen Camp. My name is Tim Wiseman. I was at summer camp from 1993, 94, 95. A bit of an odd fossil. I'm sure there's a few other odd fossils out there that are coming on this very good thing that Paul Young has emailed me about. I must say I'm a bit useless at social network. I don't do any of that kind of thing. I sort of can't really be bothered. But I went on the 2020 MTC website last night and saw the video, and it's all quite sad. Lovely new ski boats though. I saw a few new yachts as well. Camp memories. I do the first sort of couple of days when I sort of saw, as a newbie, and you see all the old returning campers greeting the old returning staff, and there was a lot of shared love amongst it. That was pretty cool to see. You knew that if that happened, then you were doing a good job. It was a little bit like a Simpsons episode actually at camp. There was a few layers of things, so I always enjoyed Rich's breakfast chats. He'd sort of tell us if earthquakes had happened between certain countries, or I remember him one night, he and I had a bet that he couldn't say the word Felcher at the breakfast meeting the next morning, and sure enough he comes up and starts telling everyone that he'd woken up early and that he went for a walk along the lake, and he spotted this very rare bird, the blue spotted Felcher, and he thought it was a great day because of that. So bastard got me on that one. And another one, Sam and I, must have been early one morning, we were up doing something early, and the boys at Cottage, I think this must have been 94, almost at the end, the boys in Cottage had got every single camp table, seating table picnic table from outside, and made this fairly massive tower of tables, and it was pretty impressive. Sam took a couple of photos of them, and they got slipped into the slideshow for about 5 seconds, but unfortunately he and I and a few others managed to get all the tables down and put it all back to normal. So when the Cottage guys probably got up in the morning thinking that there was something amazing to look at, unfortunately for them there wasn't. Fun and games. They did, it was very funny. Anyway, hi to all. Everything's going well here, and happy to love to catch up with anyone. We might do some travelling at some point, but at the moment we're still down here in NZ. See you, bye.
Have passed. I've been through my share things I shouldn't tell. Share with you tonight, well, I'll say it anyway. Say it anyway. Oh. Now that it's over, and here I'm looking back, I can't stand this taller than ever without fear I lost. Oh, 'cause I've been through my share of things I shouldn't dare share with you tonight, but I'll say it anyway. Oh, say it anyway. Yeah, I've been hurting, but it's all inverting. Well, I've been through my share of things I shouldn't dare share with you tonight. Say it anyway, yeah, say it anyway. Oh.
So here are 10 things about what camp means to me. Number one, camp is a place to experiment and gain new skills with very little fear of failure. Number two, camp is really a place of acceptance of all sorts of different people and the idea that everybody can contribute. Camp is different than the regular world, which is a lot of times filled with judgment and sometimes cruelty. But at camp you can feel free to try, even fail, and still be accepted. Number three, camp is a place where your world expands. I started camp as a New Englander, met people from China, the Ukraine, England, Italy, Australia, New Zealand, Scotland, Poland, Tasmania, Spain, and probably half of the 50 states. And I have friends literally all over the world, all over the country, you name it. Most Americans stay close to home because of camp. I've got a lifelong love of travel, and I'm currently living outside of the United States. Number four, teenagers. Teens are awesome, and it's really wonderful to know them, and what's really cool is knowing some that are now adults and parents and sending their kids to camp. Pretty cool. Number five, camp is a place where you can really appreciate nature and the great state of Maine and New England in general. Even things like seeing the loons, seals offshore, luna moths, and even the white mountain blue-spotted felcher that rests along the lake. Wink. Tolerance and empathy and a wish to help others is probably my number six. Those are things that are all like in abundance at camp. Camp gave me an amazing ability to maximize my time off. It's pretty amazing what you can get done when your work week is 8 days and you have to figure out what you're going to do with either your 24 or 36 off. Camp definitely, number 7 or number 8, excuse me, gives me a lifetime of still being able to easily relate to teenagers and what it's like to think young. Camp is, number 9, a great equalizers. There are campers who are middle class, there are campers who are wealthy, and quite a few who are on scholarship. But camp is a place where everyone can equally contribute and feel acceptance and camaraderie. Kids feel at home at camp, and even the adults feel at home at camp, and it gives them the opportunity to try out new things without a fear of judgment. And lastly, camp taught me a lot about personal growth, the amazing transformation that staff and campers have from the moment that their bus or car arrives at camp until the time that they don't want to leave and they're crying and embracing their friends. Camp is about the best times of our lives, and still feeling like you want to return always, even after many years. It's always another beautiful day in the great state of Maine, and MTC is pretty much the center of a lot of people's universe.
Just an old 6-string, it's heavy in my hands. I'm a young boy, just trying to understand how to make it in this world with so much going on. It's a tough road ahead, and the journey is long. Just an old 6-string, it's lighter in my hands. I'm a man now, still trying to understand how to make it in this world. Find a girl and settle down, start a family of my own, while the world's still spinning round. Yeah, some things never change. He's always there beside me, the one thing I can't replace. He's filled with love and music, always there when I'm down, and when I'm lost in the world, he lifts me off the ground. Just an old 6-string, it's rarely in my hands. Got a boy of my own, and I'm trying to understand how to raise him in this world, teach him right from wrong. It's a tough road ahead, and the journey is long. Some things never change. He's always right beside me, the one thing I can't replace. He's filled with love and music, always there when I'm down, and when I'm lost in the world, he lifts me off the ground. It's just no 6-string, it's heavy in his hands. The young boy, he's trying to understand.
Hi everybody, this is Omar. I was a camper and a camp counselor from 1985, and I believe I finished my last year of counseling around 1993 or so, 92, somewhere in there. So, Maine Teen Camp, every time I hear that word, it sends a very happy feeling through my body. That place was everything to me. It really dictated the way my life turned out, and the ability to talk to people, to meet people from all over the world and see different points of view helped me immensely in the career that I hold today. And that being a detective, where I interview people and I talk to people
and try to empathize with people from all walks of life. And it all comes back to Maine Teen Camp and what was taught there, the interactions I had. And if it wasn't for that camp, my path might have been a lot different. So I'd like to thank Chris Camus. I'd like to thank Bob Briskin. They led me down a positive road and allowed me to be the person I am today. And of course, you guys who are still there, pushing that camp and making it what it is. You know, it's amazing. You know, Pinesy, Monique, you guys are rocking it. And I really hope you guys, everybody out there, will assist and help them through this, because there's a lot more kids in this world that need this assistance and need to have that positive experience that I had, and I know many, many more, thousands have had over the years. Maine Teen Camp, it's always a beautiful day in the state of Maine, right? Thank you guys. Have a great day.
To the ones who came before and saw what change should come, you toiled with grace to arrive at this place, right where we belong. Tore down walls, demanded space, toast my thanks and praise. Foundation is laid, you showed us the way. For you, with love, we play. To the ones still waiting on deck, your time will surely come. With ambition and strength, our collective embrace, no telling who you'll become. On a mission so pure and a mission so plain, a toast, my thanks and praise. There's so much left to do, now we're counting on you. For you, with love, we play.
that was it.
Jess, I am constantly blown away by the amount of talent that MTC produces.
Totally. That's why we need to have fundraisers like this so that generations of teenagers can have the same experience that we and so many of these other amazingly talented people have had.
No doubt about it. We're kind of winding down, coming to the end of the show, if you can believe.
Yeah.
So the question I have on my mind is, have you donated? Have you?
Eh?
Be truthful.
Eh?
Don't lie to us. We can tell when you're lying.
Yeah, we'll know.
We'll know.
Not good.
It's okay.
And if you have donated, have your friends donated yet? You should check in with them.
Mm-hmm. Because no new friends, right? Just scam friends.
All right, let's keep it going.
Oh, hello. Greetings from Stanley Pond. This is Mary Brian Freeman. I was at camp for the summers of 93 and 94. I worked on the waterfront and was the waterfront director in the summer of 94. So I loved it so much that I bought my own piece of happiness here on Stanley Pond. And you can see camp behind me, I believe. And it's just a beautiful day in the state of Maine. I wish you could all be here to go for a swim with me in Stanley Pond.
I was at Main Teen Camp my first year was 1989, which was before the internet was invented. Actually, perhaps not before it was invented, before anyone had ever heard of it, really. And I came to Main Teen Camp via the road that Chris Camus affectionately called the Ribbon of Death, which ran from Keys Falls down to Main Teen Camp. And I got there and I was just blown away by how beautiful it was. And I spent the next 6 years, I think I had 2 years off, but I spent 6 years going back to that camp and just having the best time. I ran the camp store. Some would argue I ran it perhaps a little bit too efficiently, and but I loved the fact that I got to wear the keys around my neck, and it gave me some credibility. I loved that. And also at that time there was no mobile phone, so kids had to queue to make a call. They got 3 minutes each on that call, and I set a timer, and it wouldn't, I would pretty much stand by the phone and make them put it down after 3 minutes. I wonder now with hindsight whether I could have been slightly less dogmatic about that, but at the time I loved it. And it was the most magical place for me. I met some friends that will, remain lifelong friends, and I've been friends with them ever since. And I met a husband there. He's no longer my husband, but he was. And I met some amazing people, unfortunately Dan and Bob, who were really key to my experience there, both passed away, and I miss them. But I'm so grateful for the friends that I do still have, and for the amazing times that I had at Main Teen Camp. Met some incredible kids. I learned, Sarah Wolf taught me how to do stained glass, so I used to teach stained glass, and yeah, it's just incredible, and it's the most magical place that I can think of from that time in my life. And I really want to wish Matt and Monique all the best, and hope that it can get back up and the kids can start going back, and the magic can start happening again at that place.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu pure principessa nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me, il nome di nessun saprà, no, sulla tua bocca dirò quando la luce splenderà. Per il mio bacio scioglierò il silenzio che ti fa mia. All'alba vincerò, vincerò
I'll shut down, don't worry. One more.
Cheers.
Hey y'all, this is Jacques. I came to Maine in 95, 96, 97, maybe 98, I don't remember exactly, but here's a campfire song. Be safe.
My name is Nigel Anthony. I'm from Antigua in the Caribbean. I've spent over 30 summers at Maine Teen Camp, and I'm going to dearly miss it this summer, but we will be back even better next summer. I've seen cheese of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I've seen skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed days, the dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the skies, also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They know much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah.
Fox, we're at the end.
We're at the end.
We did it.
We did it. And we got to see Nige.
Incredible.
Probably, no offense to anybody else, my favorite MTCer of all time.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty unanimous. I think he's been there for 30 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And have you ever heard somebody hype other people up so much as Nigel does on the tennis courts. Like he is what MTC is all about.
100%.
Love him. Love you, Nige. I can't believe we're at the end. I can't believe how much talent.
So much.
And
look, it's been an honor to get to hang out with you too. I miss you. And I wish that we could be together. And I wish that camp was happening. And I wish so many things.
I wish all the things. What I wouldn't give for a terrible camp meal right now.
Oh.
You know? I wish I could Grubhub MTC Lodge right now. That's what I wish.
It's a great call. It's a great
you know?
call. So thank you for watching with us. Thank you for donating. Thank you to everyone who sent in a video. I love being a part of the Maine Teen Camp community. I love everyone that I've met at camp. I love people like Lyndsey Fox, and I'm happy to have been a part of it. So thank you for watching, and thank you, Lyndsey, for hosting.
Thanks, Jesse. I can't wait to see your next big break. We're so lucky to have people like you as a part of the MTC community to really show how talents can be nurtured and turned into careers and lifelong hobbies. And more than that, just what friendships mean, right? What kind of friendships can be developed when the eyes of high school aren't on you. We hope you all had a really great time. We miss everybody. We can't wait till the next reunion where we can be together in person, in the lake, in the lodge, everywhere. But for now, we can all work together by donating and staying in touch. So until next time, I think we should probably just say wash day.
Wash day, Lyndsey.
Wash day, Jess. Love you all.
Thanks, guys.
Stay safe.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.